Hey everyone, Kaylee here. So spring, summer, and music festival season are on their way, and with it, it's time to wear some really pretty braids. Additionally, I am in love with hair jewelry. It is speaking to me right now. So I wanted to show you guys some great braids that you can wear during the season and how you can wear this hair jewelry if you want to. So let's just go ahead and get started with this half-up braided do. So this one's actually really easy. You're just going to take a large section of hair from the front on one side of your part, and then you're just going to braid it diagonally backwards. You want to keep a medium level of tension on this because we're going to pull it apart later, and that makes it able for you to pull the braid apart a lot more and make the braid a lot bigger. Once you get to the end, just use a bobby pin to secure it and then pull it apart to make it extra big. And if you have any flyaways, you can either embrace them or pin them down once we have it pinned back. Then we're going to move on to the other side. So you're going to take a similar sized section and braid backwards. I'm braiding under because I find that I like how that looks the best, but you can do whichever one you're happiest with. Once you've got that nicely pulled apart, we're just going to take the first braid back, and you want to position this actually rather high on your head. This is almost to the crown of my head, and you're going to place one bobby pin at the end of where you want that braid to be, and then as many more as you need to make sure that it's very secure. Then take the second braid and position it right below the first one, and again pinned at the end of the braid, and then additionally through the middle as you need. Then you can take the bobby pin off of your end of your braid and then unravel it up until that bobby pin, and you've got a nice half updo. Now you can wear this with short hair if you want. I think it would definitely work for that. Or obviously if you have long hair, you can make this work as well. I think it's really pretty and I hope you try it out. So then we're going to move on to this great bohemian braid, and this one is actually fairly easy. So you're going to take a large section from the front as we did previously, but this time you're going to twist it away from your face. And then once you've got it twisted, you're going to go ahead and pin it against your occipital bone, which is about the height of your ears. So it's a little bit lower than we did with the last hairstyle. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You want to make sure that you're twisting rather loosely so this has a more kind of organic look to it. If you twist kind of tightly, it can kind of change the mood of the hairstyle, if you will. So just pin that in place as many times as you need to make it secure. And then we're going to start French braiding. You're going to start with a little tiny braid right in the middle of your head, and then slowly add in hair from right next to the braid as you go. So I'm going to take a piece right next to my braid, another piece, well, supposed to be right next to my braid, and then continue that on. So a piece just a little further out for the next piece, and then the next piece will be just a little bit further out from that, and so on until you've reached your ears. The reason I'm doing the French braid this way is because it gives a really cool texture to the hairstyle and creates a little bit of visual interest and makes it just a little bit more special. So once you've reached your ears, you're going to have some hair that's left over at the nape. You're just going to split that hair into 3 sections and attach them to the 3 sections of the braid that we already have. So basically we're just doing like one final incorporation of all the hair into the braid. And then you just continue braiding normally until you reach the end of your hair. All of the French braiding might seem a little overcomplicated, so if it's a little bit much for you, just do the twist and then braid normally. It takes a lot of work out of this hairstyle and it's still really pretty. Once you get to the end of the braid, secure it with a band and then pin in your hair accessory. I pinned it in just underneath the twist in the front. And that is it for this hairstyle. So whether you wear it with the chain or without the chain, or with the French braid or without the French braid, it's really pretty, quick, easy, and kind of gets your hair up a little bit so it's a little bit less hot during the summertime. And now for the main event, we have this massive side/crown braid. You're going to sweep all of your hair in the direction that you want this braid to go. Literally all of it. The hair in the front, the hair in the back. It makes it so much easier if you just go ahead and get this prepped and brushed over to the side. So then you're going to take a section of hair right over your ear and begin to braid under, incorporating hair from both sides. So essentially you're doing a Dutch braid. So you're going to bring in hair from the front, and then while we're working on this right side, you're going to take in hair from the right side. So I'm bringing this hair from right behind my ear and sweeping it up and incorporating it into the braid. And then I'm going to braid under from the front, and then I'm going to take one more section from the right side of my head and braid it in. Now that we're on the top of the hair, we're going to take the hair from the top. So you're going to keep taking hair from the front no matter what. But then on the back side, you're just going to grab that section of hair from right next to where you're braiding. So basically just hair on the top of your head. And then you just keep braiding like that until you finish the top of your head. Then when we switch over to the side, we're going to switch to taking hair from the side. So you're going to sweep all the way across at the height that you're braiding and braid that section in. Then you're just going to take your section right from the front, which is fairly simple. And then we're going to keep taking sections across the back of your head from the side. Basically, all you have to do is sweep your finger along your head in a line that is even with the braid that you're making, and then just incorporate your hair from that line up. And of course, continue taking pieces from the front. You can see this really adds to the look of the hairstyle because you want this not to just be pretty from the front, but also from the back as well. So once you've incorporated all the hair from over your ears in the front, switch to only taking in hair from the back until you've incorporated all of the hair. Then you're just going to braid down your hair normally until you reach the end of your hair, and then you're just going to secure it with an elastic band. And the most important part of this braid is to then pull it apart. You just want to take it and just pull those pieces apart until it's as big as you want it to be. I mean, you can make this basically huge. You can see that my braid basically doubles in size when I do this, and I think that really adds to the look of the hair. So just go with as big and as voluminous as you feel comfortable with, because that can look really, really cool. And then you're basically done. What I did was to pin my jewelry up at the top of the braid and then right at the base of the braid on the other side, just in case you wanted to copy the way that I pinned mine in. So that's it. If you want to learn how to make the DIY hair chain that was in this video, I'm going to go ahead and link that video right here and in the description box as well. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to share pictures with me using the hashtag KayleeMelissa so I can check them out on Twitter and Instagram or Facebook. I love you guys very much. I'll see you in my next video.